Good morning, Year 9 math students. I'm just going to go over a couple of examples for you about how to use Pythagoras theorem. So in these first couple of examples, these are similar to the ones in exercise 4b. In these first couple of examples, we'll be looking at how to find the hypotenuse. Remember that the hypotenuse is the longest side on a right-angled triangle. And notice on this triangle, the hypotenuse is C, and remember that it's also opposite the right angle. So if we have a look at this one here, we've got the two sides, 5 and 12 are the two shorter sides, and C is our longest side. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to start off with Pythagoras theorem. If I just fix that so it stays. Okay, so we've got A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We have to figure out and then substitute into Pythagoras theorem what values we need from this triangle and then what values are going to be A, B and C. Well, C is actually pretty easy in this example because isn't that lovely? In the example they've labelled the hypotenuse as C already. But even if that was an X or some other unknown, we can change it to X. If we can change it to X, whatever pronumeral we use, that needs to be the hypotenuse. It needs to be here by itself. The hypotenuse is there, and then the two short sides are together. So I'm going to say that in my example here, A is 5. So I'm going to substitute into there. A is 5, so 5 squared plus, and then I'm going to take this 12 to be B squared. So I've got 12 squared equals X squared. So X is now my hypotenuse here. So 5 squared, we can bring up a calculator if we need a calculator, but I know that 5 squared is 25. I will try again. We've got 12 squared, 12 times 12 equals 144. That's equal to X squared. So then we go back to our calculator. I've got 144 already there. I'm going to add 25 to it. So I'm going to get 169 equals X squared. Okay, so now we've just got an equation there. I need to do the same thing to both sides in order to solve the equation, and the same thing that I need to do is to find the square root of both sides, because the square root of X squared is X. Okay, so that will be a solution to this. Now to work out the square root, on this calculator on my laptop, it's got section function there and then square root. So you need to be familiar with your calculator so you can know where the square root sign is. So the answer to this triangle is that the length of the hypotenuse, X, did start off as C, but I changed it to X. X is equal to 13. So this is the answer. This is the method for how to find the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle when you're given the length of the other two sides.